A very good morning to you, Mike, and dear viewers. As you correctly put it, I'm coming to you live from Kiambu County. To be precise, I'm at Kiambu Primary School, which is one of the polling centers in Kiambu County. Remember that Kiambu County has a total number of 12 constituencies, and currently I'm in Kiamba constituency. And of course, the process is ongoing very well. Behind me, there is a queue of members of supporters of the party and of course voters from this region. They came here very early in the morning and the process started. Remember, compared to Friday, it was a mess. The process had not started by this time, but this time round it looks an organized exercise. When you come, you just queue where you find the last person standing, and the process is ongoing. The process started at around 7 a.m. At these particular polling stations. So far, so good. No incidents to report about. Remember, the last time there were issues to do in Gatundu South, where three people were arrested. Three suspects were arrested by the police after they were found in possession of crude weapons. And up to now, police are still investigating on that matter. We'll be also crossing over to that side of Gatundu South. Remember that in that part of the constituency, the incumbent Moses Kuria is facing a grossing battle from Joyce Ngugi, who is the widow to the late Jose Ngugi and a former member of parliament of Gatundu South. And of course, all eyes will be on the gubernatorial seat in Kiambu County, and pitting the incumbent William Gitau Kabogo and the Kabete member of parliament Ferdinand Waititu. And remember, Ferdinand Waititu is enjoying support from two leaders from Kiambu who had already indicated their interest to contest for the gubernatorial seat. That is James Nyoro and David Gakuyo. And of course, Ferdinand Waititu has already promised that James Nyoro will be his running mate if they clinch this ticket and finally their names appear on the ballot paper come the 8th of August. And so far, all things as it stands, people are still, the exercise is still ongoing. In most of the polling centers in Kiambu County, I have reports that in most of the polling centers, the process has already started. And where, for instance, in Ruiru, where I just called my colleague, and he tells me that although the process is yet to start, but they're just they're going through the final stages in terms of talking to the agents, just some clarification so that the process can start. Remember, compared to last time, by 3 p.m. the process had not started. So this time round, it seems the party has organized themselves well, and let's hope that all starts well. Maybe it will end well, and of course the end result and the result will be, of course, what the people of Kiambu will have decided by the end of the day, Mike.
All right, and Chris, generally looking at the way the process has begun and how things are happening, what's the mood of those who have come to vote? And also give us maybe an idea of the numbers. Do we have a large voter turnout?
Of course, Mike, remember on Friday there were those there were fears that after the postponement of that process, after waiting for the whole day and then starting voting at around 3 p.m. and then finally being told that the whole exercise has been cancelled and the whole process postponed to another date. Of course, there were those fears that the supporters of the party would have that issue would have dampened their spirit. But at this polling center, I can confirm that it's a good turnout. This is one of the polling centers in Kiambu town, and it has a total of at least not more than 50,000 registered voters at this polling center. And this has been a weekday, and of course people or the voters here are still having issues to do their daily business. Of course, maybe we'll be waiting for to see whether the numbers will continue increasing or they will remain constant. But it's a good turnout compared to what maybe the fears that they were that initially that they will abscond or they will not be participating in the coming or in that in today's exercise after the postponement. That's on Friday. But of course, I'll be visiting other polling centers so that I can bring our viewers actually an updated view of what I see on the ground, Mike.
Chris, before we let you go, the unconfirmed reports that apparently there is an aspirant who was arrested yesterday. Any information regarding that?
Well, Mike, I've just called some of the police officers and I've talked to different agents. And as it stands for now, that remains a propaganda. Remember that there is that battle and the social media battle between the incumbent William Kabogo and the Kabete Member of Parliament, Ferdinand Waititu. It is true, there are some pictures that are circulating on the social media showing the Kabete Member of Parliament inside his vehicle, and of course his driver having parked their Toyota VX, a black vehicle, outside Kiambu High School. And Kiambu High School, of course, that will be the tallying center. And there's also a video circulating of a police officer trying to tell the Kabete Member of Parliament that no aspirants or any voters are allowed at the tallying center. And the only place that the voters and aspirants are allowed is that the voting places or the voting areas, which are most of them are primary schools. And of course, at the tallying center, the exercise will come much later when the tallying will have already started. That will be at around after 5 p.m. And that video has been circulating, and the information going around is that Ferdinand Waititu, that's the Member of Parliament for Kabete, has been arrested. But those still remains rumors and propaganda. And there's so much stories ongoing in the social media, and of course the fight between the two, it has now moved from the ground and now it's on the social media, and there'll be so much stories that will be flying during the day, and of course we'll be on the ground just to let our viewers know the true picture. And of course all eyes will be on the gubernatorial seat, notwithstanding that we have 12 elective seats. That's for the parliamentary, and of course the women rep and the senatorial seat.